you guys? After Show Reacts here, and today I'm going to be reacting to Small Person of Interest. This is Season 1, Episode 16. This was selected by Elle, so thank you so much for your support, Elle. Elle has selected every episode of this show so far, and kind of liking it now. Anyways, let's get into it.
You are being watched.
It's hard to get
The government has a secret system, a machine that spies on you every hour of every day.
Like the blackness
I know because I built it. I designed the machine to detect violent crimes involving ordinary people. They wouldn't act, so I decided I would.
What's wrong with my other suits?
They're fine for a hired assassin, Mr. Reese, just not for this particular job.
Where am I going?
To mingle with the best and brightest.
Wall Street.
We have a new number.
I'm a prop trader, not a tour guide.
This guy's a whale. He brings us business.
That'd be great if I handle clients, but the only people I make money for are Baylor.
The amount of bank this guy's talking, it'll bleed into ours soon enough.
Sydney, you know about this?
Said they requested you by name. Someone must think you know what you're doing.
Look, backing me into a corner on this, Paul. Got my eye on the thing.
Hey, what are friends for? Besides, you don't even have to meet the whale, just his rep. Some asset manager.
Outstanding. I'll be spending 2 days with hair gel and a pinstripe suit.
It's Glenn Check, actually. John Rooney Assets.
Adam Saunders. I know what I'm doing.
My client prefers to stay anonymous. He's the silent type.
He's also not fond of heights. I thought rooftops were your domain, Mr. Reese.
My client trusts reputations when it comes to his money.
Reputations can be deceiving. How much are we talking about?
Pocket change.
You're a quick study, Mr. Reese.
Adam, get over here. They're reading.
We've received word that the jury has returned in the Robert Keller murder trial.
You following this? Robert Keller, former CEO of Vertanen Pharmaceuticals?
I'm familiar with the case.
Only thing between this company and Chapter 11 is an acquittal.
Ever the pessimist, Saunders.
Nothing breeds like bad news, even on the broker's side, right, Vic?
Bad news is already priced in. Keller's son-in-law is steering the ship. It's a blue chip at a bargain basement price. Smart money's already in, pal. That's why I get to handle the big bucks around here. You just went pro too early.
Way too early.
That's Sydney Baylor, a partner in the firm. She also has a reputation.
You held the sell tickets on Vertanen to the last minute, so I wouldn't see. 100 million shorted, Adam?
You said you wanted playmakers around here.
Wait, you short-sold Vertanen? Are you out of your mind?
It's guilty. They're stock creators, and I hold the price that I sold for. See, that's the smart money, Victor. Let it ride.
No idea what
kid.
they're talking about.
But consider what you're betting.
That a verdict has just been read. They're relaying it now. Guilty of all charges. Immediately following the verdict, the DA announced charges against Vertanen's CFO, Mark Lawson.
Congratulations. You do that again, and you'll find yourself the most successful occupier down in a tent on the street.
Feel like having a drink over the grave of Vertanen Pharmaceuticals? I'll round up some guys. Meet you downstairs after the closing bell.
Fail.
His phone didn't pair, Finch. That ever happened before?
All I can think is that somebody else already bluejacked him. It appears we're not the only ones looking into Adam Saunders.
I see why. Guy plays poker with other people's money and gloats about it.
Wouldn't be so sure about that. Someone like that, the wind doesn't concern him, it's the rush.
You in his apartment yet, Finch?
The rent on this place must be staggering. Maybe that's why it doesn't have any furniture. Mr. Reese, there's a small fortune in Saunders' closet. For a banker, he doesn't seem to trust banks. Bundles of $200 each.
And another club soda.
You pay, but you don't drink.
Adam here prefers to keep his wits about him at all times. I hate that. How was the dime tour? Was our proprietary friend here worth the reputation?
Every penny.
There he is. It's a big shot. You know how many clients I had to apologize to today when they found out I put them in a stock you shorted?
Next time, do your homework.
Was we in grade school?
Oh, sorry, Vic. Guess you just went pro too early.
Let's go. Hey, Finch. We've got a Wall Street trader that gambles millions by day, fights at bars at night.
And someone's tracking him. Stay on him tonight. If somebody goes after him, it'll likely happen at his home.
Problem is, he isn't going home. Looks like he's working overtime. Adam is closer to his boss than we thought, Finch. Who is this guy?
Adam never came home last night. Filled in some of the gaps, not all.
I do have a death certificate for Saunders' mother from when he was 9. Guardianship papers signed by a Robert Sawaski from 3 years later.
No father in the picture?
I guess not. Sydney Baylor hired him herself. Their private relationship may account for his speedy rise to a trading desk.
This looks like a little more than sleeping your way to the top, Finch.
No other smudges on his record. Except for a Securities and Exchange Commission investigation that involved him 6 months ago. I don't know why.
Maybe Detective Carter could help.
Josh Carter?
Yeah.
I have your delivery here from Westside Dry Cleaning.
I didn't have any dry cleaning.
Well, got your name on it here, so...
What is it?
One-man suit. Sign right here.
3 World Financial Center, please.
John's gonna want that suit back.
So where's Mr. Navad?
He's taking his family to a Knicks game while I borrow his taxi.
Adam Saunders, is he in trouble?
He might be. He needs our help, Detective Carter. And I need yours.
Is that why we're going to 3 World Financial Center?
No, that's the regional offices of the Securities and Exchange Commission. We need to get a look at sealed SEC records pertaining to Mr. Saunders.
You think I can just do that?
If anyone can do it, you can.
I'll see what I can do. You turn on the meter.
Don't forget to tip.
Triple espresso, please. No problem.
Oh, triple espresso. That's a lot of caffeine. You must be tired.
I am tired of nosy SEC investigators. Your inquiry wrapped 6 months ago.
And I can't let another Ivy League punk like yourself get away with it.
And I still have nothing to say.
You're always very good at keeping your mouth shut.
You know what? Hey, I'm so sorry. Forget it. Is this the new standard procedure? Harassment in broad daylight?
A year from now, I'm still going to be looking. One slip. So much as give your grandma a stock tip. I'm going to get you, kid.
The SEC is a watchdog without teeth. You couldn't give a parking ticket.
Good thing I got friends in the Justice Department. They love sending rich white boys up to Otisville. Watch your step.
What's Adam up to now?
Headed all the way out to Queens.
Hey, buddy. I had a bratwurst from this rolling outhouse last week.
Hit me worse than a master cleanse. I'm calling the Department of Health.
You know, I don't see what the problem is, because now you can stuff that soft gut of yours back into your $2,000 suit.
$3,000 suit.
$3,000 for a suit? $3,000 for a suit. How are you, pal?
Good.
The food truck is registered to Robert Sawaski.
The legal guardian?
What, you don't come around the old neighborhood anymore?
Life in the fast lane, Uncle Bob.
Come on in, I'll get you something to eat.
He's more than a guardian.
He's also a Baylor Zim client.
Look, I know you told those fancy number crunchers over at your office to take care of my money, but I'm reading all this material they keep sending me. It looks like an awful lot of cash going into one company. I keep seeing it. Tritech. I mean, it was 10%, now it's 40. Even a financial dunce like myself knows you got to diversify, right?
Uncle Bob, would I steer you wrong? Who got you those tax breaks? Who got you that low-interest loan? You had 1 truck.
Now I got 6 trucks.
And from what I heard, that MLP is returning 8%. Where else are you going to find that kind of return on your money? Trust that broker that I set you up with.
Adam, I
What?
do. You're a genius, and you always have been.
What do we know about Tritech Energy, Finch?
Not much.
Mr. Saunders, we had an appointment to finalize that deposit.
Give me 1 minute.
Max
Paul,
Medina
you got a sec?
from Gilmore Girls.
Yeah.
That company, that energy company I asked you about last week, Tritech?
You made $100 million yesterday in the short of the century, and you're asking about some MLP? Who cares?
It's my uncle's cash. I care.
All the fixed income crowd is getting dumped into MLPs. It's safe.
It's not just my uncle. It's half the clients at this firm, and it's half the firm. Ran the numbers last week. Baylor Zim is invested in this thing to 90%. Anybody even tracking that?
You've been looking into client money? You know you can't do that, right? Like, federally, you can't. It's illegal. And so is this conversation.
Thanks for the tip.
Hey, what are friends for? We'll talk later.
Yeah.
What's this I hear about you getting questioned by the SEC today?
It's nothing. It's the same guy, Rasmussen. New day, same song. He's got nothing, but I need to talk to you. Remember that company I asked you about the other night, Tritech?
How about we keep what we talk about at night? And as for the SEC, just remember the last time we barely got off the hook. We can't take another embarrassment.
You mean the firm can't take another embarrassment, right?
Keep your head down, Adam. Please.
Saunders is your given name, right? Wouldn't Sawaski be more accurate?
Are you having me followed? Let's go. I'm driving you back to BZ, and if they still want your money, some other schmuck can handle it. So we're clear. My family, my past is none of your business, no matter how much money is at stake. You know, maybe I should call the police.
You may need to.
What are you talking about?
You see the construction equipment back there?
Yeah, I see it. So what?
See any workers with it?
What do you mean? They want me to slow down.
Being funneled. Don't stop! Someone just tried to kill Adam Finch.
Someone is moving faster than before.
TriTech invests in the Louisiana-Texas pipeline running gas to the northeast.
People need natural gas, so for the most part, TriTech should keep a steady price. But it shot up 600% recently because of a buy frenzy initiated at Baylor Zim.
Insider trading?
Happened before. Adam knew about it then. Maybe he knows about it now.
Except he won't walk away this time. We were almost roadkill last night. I'm getting tired of playing around.
Mr. Sawaski, I'm with the SEC. What can you tell me about a company called TriTech Energy?
Not much.
But your own money is heavily invested in it.
You know, I knew there was something fishy going on there. But Adam, he put me with good people. He said it was fine.
How well do you know your nephew?
When my sister died, Adam's dad left to find work out west. He ended up in New Mexico. He never came back. So Adam lived with my family. Every month, his father sent $200 home for whatever. Comic books, new shoes. Adam never spent it. Year after year, he saved every penny in shoe boxes. It was thousands. And when he grew up, he used it to enroll in night classes before he could get into a real business school. In the end, what Adam had instead of a father was cash in a shoebox. What did he do? Bought himself a future.
Roof is never a good idea.
Mr. Reese, we have a problem.
He's on the roof.
Gotta get you out of here. Come on. We have to move fast. This building is tactically unsafe.
You're not an asset manager.
No, but I did save your life.
What the hell happened back there?
Just a second attempt to kill you. I need to know what about TriTech has people repeatedly trying to do that.
It started with my uncle. The firm invested him in a company. He asked me some questions, so I took a peek.
Illegally?
Yeah, but he was family. I didn't think anything of it. And then I saw some numbers that I didn't agree with, so I wrote an email. I was going to send it to risk management, legal, the partners, everybody. Then the SEC started sneaking around, so I was told to keep my mouth shut.
You think it was insider trading?
It wouldn't be the first time. Look, I never sent that email.
Did you tell anyone else?
A few friends at the firm, I asked them just to take a look at it. And
Who?
Sidney Baylor.
Mr. Reese, did you find Sidney Baylor?
Yeah, we're at her penthouse now. But she isn't saying much. Whoever's after Adam got to her first.
This is my fault. I asked her about the TriTech numbers. She must have looked into them herself. Oh my God. They killed her.
Adam, you recognize that bottle?
Yeah, we drank it the other night to celebrate the Vertanen short.
Which means your fingerprints are all over it. Finch, they killed Baylor for digging into her own company. Made it look like Adam did it before plunging to his own death. The cavalry's here. Time to go?
The police will be all over Adam. What are you going to do with him?
Take him somewhere safe. Come on.
Cause of death was blunt force trauma to the head.
Prince?
I dusted twice. None on the tub, none on the body. Only other ones we found were the Vicks and an Adam Saunders. We think he was having a relationship with the victim. His prints are all over the home and the murder weapon.
You mean the champagne bottle?
How'd you know that?
Here.
Is there any chance, if Saunders was having a relationship with the Vic, that he could have handled the champagne bottle, say, days ago, then had it planted?
That'd be pretty slick. But who'd go through the trouble? You'd have to, what, search the building's garbage? Anyway, basement's guarded.
Unless they had a garbage truck.
Mr. Reese, we have many safe houses in the city where Adam could be taken.
I know. The safest I've ever been is when I was anonymous. Here, you'll be safe too.
Wait, you can't leave me here. I can't sleep here.
Why not? I did. Right over there for 4 months. You see that woman? Her name is Joan. If you need anything, just ask her. Oh, just don't touch anything in her cart. Don't use this phone until I call you on it.
Wait. Go find Victor.
Your pal from the nightclub.
He's the senior broker. If someone's putting clients in TriTech, whether or not they want it, he's the next rung down on the brokerage ladder.
Have you heard about Utica shale or the process of fracking?
Underground rock formations.
Companies dig down and fracture shale beds to release natural gas. They just passed a bill to start fracking in upstate New York, which means they wouldn't need a pipeline up from the south.
And they don't need to invest in a company like TriTech. How much did Baylor Zim have invested in TriTech?
Millions. Millions upon millions.
I don't get it.
and they will lose everything. Adam saw this coming, tried to stop it.
Which is why they tried to kill him.
But who are they?
Adam told me to talk to Victor. Said he would have to know. Hello, Victor. You're a patsy. They just used you. Your boss is dead. Adam's life is on the line, and millions were lost. People needed that money. Families.
I thought Tritech was a safe bet. Someone got to the senators. Someone powerful enough to push that shale fracking bill through the system.
But why build Tritech up? Why silence Adam? Only to watch it fail.
Listen, it's a short sale. Someone had the brokers pump up the price and then sold high because they knew that the bill was going to pass and kill Tritech.
Whoever shorted it stands to make millions on this.
So how do we find the short seller?
Look around you. There's 50 brokers selling off Tritech. We need to find the guys who already sold it days ago.
Because now they have to cover the short and buy it back. I gotta go.
Hey, Uncle Bob.
Adam, what's going on?
Not
You told
supposed
me
to be using it
Tritech
for
was
anyone
safe.
else.
Bob, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'll get your money back.
It's not just my money, Adam.
Listen, I'll get it back.
Even if it takes the rest of my life, I will get it back.
I gotta go.
Hey, boss, I think I got a location on the kid.
I'm gonna need your help on this, Finch. I need you to get inside Baylor Zim.
I'm on the trading floor now.
I feel like I haven't spoken much in this reaction. It's just I'm not very clear on like stock and trades and whatever.
Mr. Reese, I found something. Paul Ashton.
Adam's friend.
Also a senior risk manager. I found his short sale orders from last week and the buy orders for Tritech issued to him this morning.
For how many?
About 4 million.
Where is Paul now?
I'm about to find out. His phone is tethered to his calendar. Maybe I can hack into his GPS.
How did Paul do it?
Paul isn't working alone. He's got a friend in the SEC.
I spent my entire career chasing down rogue traders, only to see my agency get defanged when the country needed us watching the closest. You can't beat them, you join them.
And make millions along the way.
300 million to be exact. Where are we?
Tritech was down to $4 a
It's like,
share
let's
by
just
closing
explain
bell
our
today.
plan
When the market
so
opens
the audience
tomorrow,
gets it.
I've got buy orders in place to pick up the shares that we need.
And no loose ends?
Well, Baylor won't be asking any more questions, but Adam is still out there. He could be a problem.
I have it under control.
See, how did it get to this? I mean, I earned everything that I achieved in my life.
Your uncle told us.
You talked to him?
He told us about your father and the $200 he'd send you.
He doesn't know the end of the story. He doesn't know when I was 16, I went to go find my father. I took a train, and I found him. And he had a new family. And then when I went to him, he tried to hand me another $200. I didn't want the money. I wanted family.
And you've had one. An uncle who spent his life slaving over a food truck counter for you.
I'll get Bob's money back. I promised him that I would.
When did you talk to your uncle?
Victor, I need your help. I've got buy orders here for 4 million shares of Tritech. Can you fill these immediately?
I can buy what's available, but some new player hit the market hard today. Been buying all morning. There's a lot out there to buy. I mean, Tritech just hit 15 a unit. By the time the dumb money gets back in, it'll be at an all-time high.
Who's the new player?
Anonymous. But I have a number. Maybe you can strike it in.
This is Harold Crane, yes?
This is Paul Ashton with Baylor Zim Investments. I need to speak with you about your majority share in Tritech Energy.
I'm sorry, you'll need to speak to my banker about that.
No, sir.
Sorry, Paul, but my little buying frenzy just reinvigorated the Tritech MLP, and I own all the shares.
Don't worry. I'll sell you what you need. After all, what are friends for?
Your little game of hide the short?
Only works when it's legal.
You can't prove anything.
No, I can't. But Victor and a dozen other brokers
Just lining up to testify against you?
they'll do anything to avoid jail time.
That's the guy.
No idea what just happened. I'm sorry.
There, get it.
John Rooney. Assets.
It's all of it. All your money. You were the only person that I counted on when I was younger, and I wish that you could have counted on me, and I hope that someday, maybe you can forgive me.
Of course I forgive you, kid. Your family. Of course I forgive you. even if I can't stand your taste in suits. So let me ask you this. What are we going to do about reinvesting it?
I think that maybe you and I could look into franchising the business.
First, I got some people I want you to feed.
Aw,
I didn't know what you were into before we met, John, and I don't know now, but
You're gonna feed
you
these
sure
guys,
know how to
aren't
keep
you?
things interesting.
I saw signs posted downstairs. Someone finally bought this old place.
New ownership. It looks like we'll have to make camp elsewhere.
Actually, I know the new owner. He's a smart kid with a good head on his shoulders. I don't think he'll have to be moving anywhere. Hey, I never said thank you for looking after me when I needed it.
Who's looking after you these days?
Someone new.
All of this was all too slick, too complicated. Stockbroker and a finance cop couldn't pull this off. No, there was someone else behind the scenes. Someone who hired a team of assassins, who knew a bill would pass in state government weeks before it did. Someone who could use $300 million to finance a personal war.
So what's this?
The bigger picture.
Right?
Hello, John.
It's been a while.
It's been a long time.
How'd you know? Damn. Hey, what's up, you guys? Quick interruption here. As you are no doubt aware, these past few years have been tough on all of us. And there are some things that none of us can hide from. The cost of living, for instance, food and things like electricity, gas, and water have all gone up, and they continue to go up. Now, I don't really like to advertise this, but in order to afford keeping the lights on, the camera running, and to be able to provide you guys with new content like this very edit, for example, I feel I need to let you guys know about how you can help support the channel and myself. I have a Patreon that if you pledge to, you're helping support the channel, and in return, you can get a vast amount of content that you wouldn't regularly get on YouTube, such as full unedited reactions to my regular content, a ton of other shows and movies that you probably don't even know that I've reacted to. A link to this can be found in the description below, and it really does help the channel by keeping me and my very cute cats alive. Think of the cats. If you're interested, you can also check out our website, which is also linked below. Perhaps there's some shows and movies there that you didn't even know that I reacted to, but you always wanted to see. Please know, pledging is entirely your own choice, of course. You're welcome to stay here on YouTube and wait for the edits to come out. No worries. I'm not going anywhere. More edits are coming. I understand not everyone is in the position to support creators, but any help is welcome. Anyways, thank you for your continued support, whether it's through YouTube or on Patreon. You guys are the best. Now please, enjoy the rest of the video. Alrighty, well that was our Person of Interest Season 1 episode, I think it was 16 again, I don't remember. Yeah. Sorry, I don't really understand stock trading and all that kind of stuff, so a lot of this just went over my head. I don't really know what happened exactly. Maybe you can explain it to me in the comments. But it was decent either way. The guy ended up being a nice dude and bought the homeless place and fed them. That was nice. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.